Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so yes, you can see my setup is a little bit different today. That's because I am actually doing this video outside of my room. Okay, this is my living, the living area, so the living hall. And I hope you don't mind if there's a bit of shaky because I'm using a really small table to do this video. Okay, so it's not really very stable. My dining table, it's a bit difficult because I don't think I can fix my little phone stand on it, and I don't have any other tables that are available. So my study is a bit of a mess. I have got stuff on my chair that I can't remove because I'm getting ready for my trip to Korea in December. So yeah, it's only October, I know, but I need to make sure I have all my winter stuff prepped ready before I head down because I do not want to be a popsicle when I arrive. Okay, so what I'm showing you today is this little mini favor boxes. Now, if you have, you've probably seen it advertised like Lawnfawn's YouTube channel. They have what is known as the teeny tiny favor box that comes with add-ons, and the add-ons include a bunny, a reindeer, and a bat. Okay, now I love that teeny tiny box. I love the bunnies and the reindeer, not so much the bat because I don't really do Halloween. So I thought I'd make something similar but using what I've already have. Okay, now I don't have the teeny tiny favor box. This box was actually made using a video that I found on YouTube. Okay, so this is a no glue box that actually can open up to lie flat. Let me just show this one instead. Okay, so what I did was this image, the cat and the bunny, are from the Mama Elephant Book Buddies die set. Okay, so the Book Buddies die set, and I just paper pieced this one, and I did not paper piece this one. What I did was I just cut it and I just painted on the face and all the other details. Alright, of course it's not as pretty as the one that's paper pieced, so I'm going to go for paper piecing for the next few ones that I'm making. Alright, so how does this box fold out? So basically this is the back. So the opening, I left it at the back. I didn't want to I didn't want to pull the opening up from the front, so I left the opening on the back, and you can put a tree inside, and it opens up because the closures are top and bottom, so it opens up to lie flat like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you today a tutorial on how to make that. Now I'm also going to put a link of the originator of this particular box, which is Puddles Paper Crafts UK. I think it's just Puddles Paper Crafts. Okay, I'm sure some of you may have heard of her. She's a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, and she makes tons of incredible boxes. Okay, so what do you need to make this box? Alright, so if you don't have the Book Buddies die, I mean whatever die you have, you may have the Lawnfawn add-ons. If you already have the favor box add-on, I mean, if you don't have to follow this, but if you don't, but you have the Book Buddies die, you can make this modification. Naturally, I couldn't resist. I went to buy the dies just, I think, yesterday, or was it today? Yeah, just yesterday. I went to buy the online on the book, the favor add-on online. I'm not getting the favor box since I can make my own this way. I don't have to buy that. So let me show you what the dimensions of this box are. You need a piece of paper that is 6 inches, as you can see here, by 7.5 inches long. So from one 12-inch piece of paper, you can make 2 of these boxes. Now I really like this particular one because you can make multiples on a 12 by 12-inch piece of paper, which is 2 pieces. there was another tutorial that was slightly different, also no glue, but that required a larger cut of paper. So I did not want that. It needed 6.5. I was thinking that's quite a waste. Once I cut 6.5, you know, the rest of my 12 by 12, I can't make another one. Okay, so on the 6-inch side, sorry, I have my dimensions here in my little notebook. You start with 3/4 on the 6-inch side. Sorry, this is the 7.5-inch side. So on the shorter side, you start with 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let's see, 2 1/4. 3 3/4. 3 3/4. I think it's 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Okay, let me repeat. 3/4, 2 1/4, 3 3/4, 5 1/4. Okay, then on the long side, 1 1/2. So every 1 1/2 inches. 1 1/2, 3, excuse me, 4 1/2, and 6. Okay, now rotate it back to the short side, short length again, and at 1 1/2, score down to the 4th score line. 1 2 3 4. So score down up to here, not all the way, to the 4th score line. Okay, I hope you got that. And then at 4 1/2, do the same. So score only to the 4th line at 1 1/2 and 4 1/2. Alright, so let's burnish this piece of paper now. Do not burnish the one that has an incomplete score line. So skip that particular line and just burnish the rest. Okay. Then we're going to do some cutting. This is a really quick project, and I love that you don't need any kind of adhesive. Just a ruler, a score tool, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so now if you look carefully on your paper, there will be a set of boxes on one end that do not have that extra score. Okay, so this is your, you do not do anything to it. Okay, so basically what you do now is to cut up, so this way, if you look at it, in the 7.5 inches, you cut this just to the right of the score line so that it can fall a bit better. Only the first one you need to cut to the right of the score line so that you don't see the score mark. Then you rotate it and do the same on the other side. Just cut up on the scores. I mean, yeah, cut up the score line. Okay? Hope it's all in view because I can't see. So I just do a close-up shot. I hope you can see all that. Alright. So now what do we do? Now when we hold the piece of paper like this part here, you do not cut at all. Okay? So what you do is you cut off the first 2 rectangles and leave 1 piece. You will see 3 pieces, right? So you leave this like a tab. Okay? Fold this tab down and cut off all these pieces. so it becomes like that. Alright, then in the next part, I'm just trying to move my finger down. Do the same thing, make a tab. So it's like tab, cut off everything, tab, cut off everything. Okay, so you got another tab here. Fold this down and just cut off all 3 of these rectangles, leaving this big square down here. Okay, now rotate the paper again. Follow the same on the opposite side. So if this is all cut off, do the same on this side. So just cut everything off. Cut a tab here. Okay, fold this down and cut everything off. And then cut a tab here. Okay, if you want much clearer instructions, please go and check out Putel's website. So this is what you're going to get. Okay, so this whole row you left it alone. You did a tab here on both sides, cut everything off here, did a tab here again, and then cut everything off here. So it's like alternating. Okay, now if you do not want to make the cutesy looking animal box kind of style, you can actually turn around and mat your paper. You will mat this, and the 3 boxes here. This piece here is going to be your bottom, going to be inside, so you don't have to mat this. Okay, that's really up to you. Now I'm not doing that. So what am I going to do now? I'm just going to miter the corners of these tabs so that they will fold in much easier. Okay. Now all these pieces I don't throw away. I actually use it as scraps for making my bits and bobs, embellishments and stuff. So yeah. Okay, now there is one final thing you need to do. You need to round the corners on both ends here. So how do I do that? I just round the corners. Okay, so these two are rounded. So how do I fold the box up? I take this piece, I come over like this. Can you see that? Let me show you again. I take this piece, I fold it over, put it right into the back here, and then make a little box. Then I've got my little tabs here, and I can bring this down. Now before I do that, I forgot one final step. Where is my... Okay, now in the other videos they actually use a 1/2 inch circle punch to make a little notch here, this middle piece here. Okay, now I don't have a 1/2 inch punch, circle punch, so I just use my 1 inch punch and just make a notch. I try to be as even as possible, because when it's uneven it looks horrendous. Okay, oh no, it's not quite even. I need to adjust it a little bit. Okay, I'll probably have to adjust this side. So yeah, the notch gets bigger and bigger. Okay, so looks pretty even to me now. Alright, so same thing again. I fold this over. Okay, so you see my notches are here. I put these tabs down. I take this and slot it in. And do the same to the bottom. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether it's this way or this way. They are all the same. Symmetrical, I guess. So that is my box. And what I'll do, is I'll get one of these, which I've already paper pieced earlier, and just attach it to this box, and I get a really cute paper box that is perfect for any occasion. This one, because it's a bunny, will be perfect for Easter. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and give it a thumbs up if you do, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.